ask for permission to date. I don't condone young people dating. You'll have plenty of chances when you get to university. You can date then. We are on episode 15 of Crybaby Whims today. We're picking up right after Willow basically asked Timothy to move out. So Willow is now the only parent in the house. I mean, all her kids are still at home. They actually don't know, which I realized that they have no idea that their dad has moved out. So we're probably gonna have to tell them today. We also got home pretty late. I can't remember what we were doing. Oh yeah, it was somebody's birthday. Oh, it was Blossom's birthday. She aged up into a toddler. She's super cute. I love her look. She has a very wise, mature look about her. She looks like she's, already seen quite a lot in her short life. And so I'm really excited that we're going to get to play with her and get to know her because, of course, she is our Gen 2 heir. Oh no, Neville Gray has passed away. That's Willow's father. Oh no. I'm glad that we saw our dad yesterday, but I think he was planning on helping us out a little bit. So that's a little bit shocking. I knew that her parents were really getting on in age and that they probably wouldn't have too much longer, but I was hoping they'd last another couple days. Oh, Courtney's aging up into a teen. Nice. Okay, so she's a proper teen now. That probably means Cadence will also be a proper teen very soon. So she's also a full teenager now. So they're both going to go to their first day of high school, which is good. Thank goodness somebody's paying attention to this child. Willow just grabbed herself her own fruit salad, but I think that Courtney gave her some juice or something to help her out there because she's like literally starving and she's freezing. Oh my gosh, Willow has class. I forgot that she's in university. How could I forget that? Oh my gosh. Thankfully, our teens are home so they can watch Blossom, who definitely needs some help. But we're probably going to need to hire a nanny now that basically Willow is parenting on her own. Kids are home from school. We will invite Timothy over because we do need to tell the kids, have a little chat with them and explain to them that the family's going to look a little different now. Invite over Timothy once we're done cooking. Did Timothy say he was going to come over? Timothy A would rather not come. Oh no. Okay, we're going to need one of the kids to call him over. He doesn't want to come. I get that he doesn't like Willow right now, but she doesn't want him to come over for herself. Like, she wants him to come over for, the kids. I'm just going to have Ashton give him a residence key. I think it's fair enough that he would be allowed to come around and everything. And then let's call to meal. All right, so we've got the whole family here. Everybody's eating their tofu chicken that Willow prepared, and the kids don't sort of know that Timothy has moved out. So I think I want to see if we have an option. Okay, we can only ask our kids if they want siblings. We don't really have an option to tell the kids that things between us and their father is not going very well. But I think we need to let the kids know. Let's console a little bit. Obviously, I think Timothy would also have sympathy. He's sad too that Willow's father has passed away. I think Willow right now is kind of trying to explain to the kids and Timothy too. They're both looking sad for a few reasons. But I think part of the reason that they might be sad is just because also, things are looking different for the family. And, Timothy and Willow are thinking about separating, and he's already got a place and he's promising that he will see the kids a lot. A couple of them just left, I guess. Well, Ashton's cleaning up, of course. Oh no, everybody's still here. I think Ashton would maybe check on his dad a little bit. I think he's a bit of a caretaker for his parents. So I think Willow, everyone's looking a little bit more sad. I think she would make sure that the kids understand and just know that, things will be changing a little bit, but they still love all their kids very much and they're still going to get to see both their parents as much as possible. But their father officially does not live with them anymore, which is really sad for the kids. I think Timothy, he's got a few things to work on himself. And Willow obviously has things to work on as well. I think that while we've got Timothy here, actually, we're going to go settle the estate. I think we have to do that. Wait, Is he going to do it on his own? No, he just left. Go settle splitting of estate. Okay, they're going to go off and do that. The kids know, so it's not a secret anymore. So I think they can officially go and settle things. And the kids will just kind of like take care of themselves. I kind of feel like the kids would maybe potentially go chat together. Maybe like in the girls' room or something. They would come over here and just be like, what do you think about like everything that's happening? Mom and dad, how's everybody feeling after that news? And like, who saw it coming? Because I'm sure some of the kids saw it coming. Unwanted sibling. Mabel didn't want a sibling, but one came along anyways. Is that about Blossom? We are going to go to high school today, by the way. We're going to go with Ashton because part of his aspiration is to attend career day. So we have to do that with him. He can't do that on his own. So we'll take Ashton to school. It's break time, winter break. No, we're going to do the winter session. We're not taking a winter break. We're going to do a summer break, but we're not going to take the winter one. We're definitely going to make sure to go to school with him today. School is closed. Enjoy the snow day. Wait, but I need to go to careers day. No, it can't be a snow day. Oh, I'm going to walk to school if there are no buses. It's not even that bad. This is not a snow day. This is like two centimeters. They wouldn't even send the plows out with this little snow. Look at that kid. She's in running shoes with her backpack walking to school because there's definitely not enough snow for a snow day. Literally, I cancel winter break and then they're like, okay, but it's a snow day though. So we better go to school. Oh no, never mind. Here we go. Select students to follow. We're going to go with Ashton. Is this the base game high school? I think I had downloaded a high school to play with. This one looks so empty and sad. Oh, okay. Is this like sociology? Because I see like parliament, religion, healthcare, education, or maybe poli-sci, social studies. Oh, sociology. I think that would be count as social studies, wouldn't it? And then what else do we have here? Economy, love. I don't know what that is. I don't know what this quadrant is. Yeah, I don't really know what the rest of it is supposed to be, but that's cool. He got the archaeology skill. Okay, Salvadorian culture. That's cool. I forgot that you get these cool skills when you come to high school. We should definitely do it a lot when our air age is up. Lunchtime, nobody else is getting up. Y'all realize it's lunch, right? And in true Ashton-y fashion, he's not even going to hang out in the cafeteria. He's like probably asking the teacher follow-up questions after the class. Oh, we need to go to the auditorium. We're going to do career day, which is, I think, the last thing that Ashton needs to complete his teen aspiration, which is good because I think this is Ashton's last week of being a teen. And I think by helping him to complete all these things, it's just going to help him out with going to university, which he probably will do. Oh yeah, it's already ticked off. Nice. Is this the criminal career track one? Yeah, he completed major flex of the goal-oriented aspiration. So Ashton has gone ahead and completed. Oh no, he needs to reach level 3 of a side hustle. Oh, I totally thought he was done. Womp womp. Oh well. Everyone seems to be watching this guy. Hey, that's our dad! Oh my gosh, that's literally our dad. How did I not notice this was Timothy? Timothy is doing, I guess, military career presentation. Oh my gosh. Whoa, this is cool. I've never seen this happen before. We're asking follow-up questions about career. I guess we should probably ask for permission to date. Well, may as well, since our dad's here in career fairs tomorrow. Dating, oh my gosh, how is this the most Timothy response I've ever seen? I don't condone young people dating. You'll have plenty of chances when you get to university. You can date then. Oh my gosh, why am I not even surprised? This is so Timothy. I think we hoped we could catch him off guard at the career day and like sneak in hey, by the way, I was just thinking about dating and since you're not around anymore, do you think? And then that just happened. That was so funny. I think he's going to be the one to try and get his parents to kind of like at least get to a place where they can talk to each other in a more civil way. We do need to ask for details about this final career, though, to complete all our tasks for the day. We only have 20 seconds. We are home from school, and I think what Willow will have done is she will have spent sort of the day, now that she's told the kids, and keep in mind, like a day in Sims is like probably a much longer period of time in real life, but I think we're going to pack up a few of our items. Some of the more like personal items for sure we'll grab. What we're going to do is I think Willow would be like, okay, kids, like, you'll notice that I've packed a few things up. Like, grab some things from your room that are really, really, like, important to you. And we're going to go, like, we're actually moving. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? What a horrible, like, the kids kind of got sprung on them that their parents are separating as soon as Timothy moved out. And now Willow's like, yeah, we're moving. Sorry, did I not mention? We're moving into the city. I know we've lived in this suburb like your whole life other than our little stint in Japan, but yeah, we're getting a new home. So let's move out the household and go to San Myshuno. Now, what I did, and unfortunately because our father passed away, he's not going to be there anymore, but I actually moved Willow's dad into the penthouse so that we could move our family in with him, because it will be like he found this place and he got it all set up for Willow because he said he was going to help her out and he was going to take care of her. So he's actually left this to her. So she would tell the kids, your grandpa left us a new place to live. We have to sell the house. It's part of like the settlement between your father and I. But like, don't worry, we have a new place to live and you don't need to bring any of your stuff. So just like grab whatever you can fit in your bags. Let's pack the car and we're moving to the city. This was like, I think some kind of a warehouse space. Who knows how he was using this? I think he would have already had the space, but he has made sure to set it up really nice for the family. And he's tried to make sure that, you know, it's furnished the way that they would need. Maybe he got some of his contractors working on the space. And I know that we built this on stream, but I am going to give like a quick tour for anyone that's watching this on YouTube you won't have seen. So we are going to be living in a penthouse now. Now, I remember that I said I was going to furnish this bathroom off camera and I never did. So this is going to be a bathroom. We go right here. This is Baby Blossom's nursery. So this is the room she's going to be growing up in. It's the smallest room, but I think it's still like quite a nice room for her. And sorry, there's definitely glitches when we walk around the apartment in this view. This is Mabel's room. Those are doors actually, so they lead out onto the balcony, which is kind of cool that she has that access. And then Ashton's room, he's got the same thing in here. So he's got a pretty cool room, and I think it's set up for him to, it's like a very mature room. He does have an ensuite here. Mabel actually has an ensuite too, I forgot to show you. And then he has balcony access as well. Then here we've got a sunken-in kitchen area, and you actually can see up into the roof, which is kind of cool. And then we've got a living room, and we've got like a green room over there. And then over here is where Willow has her suite. So she has her office. She has her own private balcony. And she's got this really nice sleeping area. And then she's got an ensuite as well. Their rooms are definitely more fun. Then here we've got Cadence's room. Oh, sorry, this is Courtney's room. No, Cadence. I can't remember which one. We'll figure it out shortly. But yeah, they are going to be sharing this bathroom. So it's like a Jack and Jill bathroom. And then this is the other twins' room, which is a lot more funkily decorated. So they're each going to have their own room now, which is nice. They no longer have to share. You can kind of see here from the top down that both their room is up here. We've got lots of space. We've got an extra balcony up here that we can figure out what to do with. And then down here, we have our whole living space. Willow's got her suite and her own private balcony over here, next to the sort of like greenhouse area off the living room. And then the other kids' rooms are at this end. And these two each have their own bathrooms. Blossom is the only one that doesn't, but she's still got a pretty good room. All right, so I think Willow would say like, oh, she's off to go cry it out in her own bed. I think Willow would say, all right, kids, like, fair enough that she wants to cry it out. I'll let her go do that. But I think she'd be like, okay, kids, like Grandpa set this all up for us and he's assigned each of you a room. So you can go find your rooms and see if you like them and set yourselves up. And I'm just going to be like over here. And she's going to go cry in her room. Yes, this is Courtney's room. Okay, so Courtney can claim her bed. Cadence can come over here and claim her bed. There we go. So a little bittersweet. This is definitely really generous that our father put this place together for us. But of course, we are really being reminded of his memory because he's just passed away like over the weekend. So it's kind of sad that he didn't get the opportunity to see us living here or to show it to us himself. But sometimes it's like, I guess, how things roll. We've got a cranky toddler. Is Will going to have patience? Oh yeah, she does have patience. Okay, good. I know things are tough right now. Oh, these two are eating together. Ashton, tidy up. And then can he start like applying for scholarships? Let's do 4. Hey, neighbor, I'm bored. Wait, we're not neighbors. Sydney, what? How is she our neighbor? Is she pregnant again? I think our sister's pregnant again. That looks like a pregnancy belly. But she lives in another world. What's she doing here? Interesting. Oh, so cute. Look, she's using her yoga mat in her room. Oh, I thought Mabel would like the yoga. Oh, I'm glad she's using it. Let's put baby Blossom to bed in her new room, which is super cute. I really like this room. We're reading her to bed, which is good. So I'm glad that's not glitched. I don't know why. Sometimes I have a bit of an issue with reading toddlers to bed. Even if I know like everything should be accessible, they still don't like to do it. And that was the case in Willow's room. All right, so she's asleep. Willow's in a pretty good mood. So why don't we come box a little bit? I'm more curious to see if this will work. I'm not sure if it will. But everybody else is in bed in their new rooms, their cozy new rooms, which is great. Everyone seems like, yeah, their spaces really, I think, suit their personality, which is nice. Ashton's got this like perfect room, obviously, because he's perfect. Our sister's just hanging out in the bathroom. She's got a pretty nice room too, I think. And her room, I think she's got one of the best windows. Even though she's probably got the second smallest room, I still think it's like a really cool space and nice. She's able to use that. We should probably actually do homework. What class do we have first tomorrow? Cultural milestones and movement. I'm going to get Willow to do her homework. She might have to pull a bit of a late night because I don't think she has like any homework done. Don't come do your homework in your son's room while he's sleeping. I know we all love Ashton, but this is a little weird. Okay, well, I guess maybe she just wants her son's company because, you know, Willow really hasn't been alone. Like, since she was of dating age, which apparently is never according to Timothy, but since she was like dating so young, she's like, she was with Andy and then she almost immediately after moved on to Timothy. So she's really never been alone. This is like her first time being on her own. So I could see maybe she just wants to be in her kid's room to have somebody around, maybe. Yeah, she's still thinking about how heartbreaking the divorce is and everything. We've settled the estate, we've sold our home, split assets, and moved out. So now the only thing that's left to do is to finalize the divorce. But I think we will do that next time. So next part, I think we will play through finalizing the divorce and getting settled in the new home. We also will be celebrating Willow's birthday and Ashton's birthday. So officially, Willow will be transitioning to her next life stage. And we'll probably be trying to make sure that we get Blossom well set up for aging into a child soon. But yeah, that's where we're going to end this part today. So for anyone who's on YouTube, please don't forget to like and subscribe if you'd like to be notified the next time we post part for this story. And for everybody else, I will hop into chat mode so that we can see if we have any friends whose streams we can join right now.